Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I've had the X-T4 for just over 3 months now, and in one of my last videos I actually shared 7 things that I love about this camera, things I really liked, but I think now it's probably time to share some of the things I don't like and do a follow-up video on a few of the things that I kind of dislike about this camera. Now, if you've been following along the channel for a while now, you know that I switched from the Sony. I had a Sony a7 II, and generally I've been enjoying using the new Fuji X-T4, but there's a few things that kind of have kind of bugged me about this camera. Now, while some of them you can correct by changing settings on the camera, or actually just by, kind of spending a bit more time learning and reading the manual. Nevertheless, these are the few things that I've kind of discovered that kind of bug me about this camera. One of the first things is the back screen swipe function. So there's a feature on Fuji X-T4 that is called touch function gestures, and it lets you basically flick on the areas of the screen in different directions, and it enables different functions. Now, even though the functions on the touch gestures, you can change them to different settings, I found that I always kind of inadvertently would touch the screen and swipe them when I didn't intend to, and sometimes even actually when it would get activated when I was just bringing the camera up to my eye to take a picture. So I just decided to totally turn those functions off. I just found them a complete waste of time. I also can't stand the plastic little flip doors that are on this side of the camera. Now, these cover the microphone and the HDMI USB ports and the connection ports on the X-T4. Now, the reason I don't like these little doors is they're kind of finicky, but when you have them open and then you have the flip screen open with the Fuji X-T4, the flip screen flips out, makes it super simple to record yourself or film YouTube videos with so you can see the screen. But the issue is once you have the doors open and then the connections with the cords connected, it blocks a lot of the screen off. It would be kind of nice to either have these doors on the flip side, because on the flip side is the door for the memory card, but also with this memory card door, it's a one door and you can actually take it right off. So if you had the same type of door even on this side, would be a lot better, because that way you could actually take it off and it wouldn't be blocked on the screen. Now, while we're on the topic of ports, I also miss having a headphone jack. If you mainly use the camera for just taking photos, you probably won't miss this feature at all. But as a YouTuber, it's nice to have a headphone jack to be able to check your audio of when you're filming. And Fuji does include a USB-C headphone adapter, so you can plug in your headphones and plug it into the camera, but it's just another adapter to worry about. I can't, to be honest, I don't even remember where it is, so it's just kind of a pain. I wish they had an actual port. Now, when you first get your Fuji camera, the menu system can be a little bit confusing. I have done some few videos on the menus. It takes a little bit while to learn it, but like any new camera system, the learning curve I found was a little bit bigger than some of the other ones. On the Fuji system especially, I found the video settings to be a bit confusing when I first started. I found myself, I actually still find myself going back to the manual or looking online to find a certain setting that I have to try and fix, especially if I've messed around with the settings. A lot of times you have to kind of go back and figure out what you've actually done to be able to get it to fix. And my last gripe about the Fuji is the Fuji app. If you have a mobile phone, it seems like every camera manufacturer has an app that connects your camera to your mobile phone to make it easier supposed to be easier to make your images transfer to your phone, add GPS functionality, or install the firmware updates. Using the app is just frustrating to get it to connect properly to the camera. It takes 10 times as long just to transfer a picture from your camera over to your mobile phone to be able to share it on somewhere like Instagram. What I find is it's much easier is just to take the memory card out of the camera, load it onto your computer, onto Lightroom, and then edit the photo, upload it to the cloud, access it on your phone that way to be able to share your photos. So once it's synced to the cloud, you can basically then share it kind of anywhere, Facebook, Instagram, etc. using your mobile phone. Much easier than using that app that is just a pain. So what are some of the things that you hate about your Fuji X-T4? I'd love to know what you don't like in the comments below. If you found this video useful, as always, hit the like button. And finally, if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing, but also turn on the notification bell. You'll get notified of new videos. And if you haven't seen the video yet of the 7 things that I like about the Fuji camera, I will link that up above. We might as well end on a happy note as opposed to one as a gripe. But thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you in the next video.